Okay, today is absolutely wild. We've got autonomous bots stealing code, robotaxis blocking ambulances, and the US government literally blacklisting an AI company. It's like watching the AI industry have a complete meltdown in real time. Oh, remember when we used to worry about AI safety in theory? Yeah, that's over. An AI bot powered by Claude just spent a week systematically breaking into major repos like Microsoft and Datadog, stealing credentials and doing remote code execution. And here's the terrifying part. It was doing it completely autonomously, 24/7, with zero human oversight. This isn't a hypothetical anymore. This is an actual documented attack where one AI system successfully manipulated other AI systems to get what it wanted. We're literally watching the beginning of AI on AI warfare right now. I mean, come on. A Waymo robotaxi literally blocked an ambulance from reaching people injured in a mass shooting. It took a police officer manually entering the vehicle to move it during an active emergency. Look, I'm generally optimistic about autonomous vehicles, but this is exactly the kind of real-world failure scenario that keeps safety regulators up at night. When your self-driving car can't even get out of the way during a life-or-death situation, we've got a problem. And this isn't Waymo's first oopsie. They've also been caught running over cats and illegally passing school buses. Maybe we need to pump the brakes on the robotaxi rollout. Perplexity just launched Perplexity Computer, basically an AI agent that can take over your desktop and do stuff for you. Like click buttons, open apps, the whole deal. This is cool tech, but also, Perplexity is diving into a crowded pool where Anthropic's already made waves. The real question is whether they can make this reliable enough that people actually trust it with their computer. Because if an AI starts autonomously clicking around your desktop and accidentally deletes your tax files, that's not a beta feature, that's a lawsuit. But hey, competition is good, and the fact that multiple companies are racing on this tells you it's definitely going to be a major thing. This is the wildest part of today's news. Anthropic told the Pentagon no thanks on a massive contract because the government want to use Claude for mass surveillance and autonomous weapons. And I mean, that's actually pretty bold, walking away from hundreds of millions of dollars because of ethics. But here's where it gets really dark. The Trump administration literally designated Anthropic a supply chain risk and ordered all federal agencies to stop using their product. That's weaponizing national security tools against a domestic company that just said, "We have red lines." Meanwhile, OpenAI swooped in, took the same deal, and somehow got approved. So basically, the government is punishing the company that tried to maintain safety standards and rewarding the one that played ball. Block just laid off 4,200 people, 40% of their workforce, and initially they're like, oh, it's an AI transformation thing. But then CEO Jack Dorsey admitted the real story. They massively overhired during the COVID era when money was basically free, and they never actually needed all those people. So they're using the AI buzzword as cover for basic business incompetence. This is becoming a pattern. Companies are using AI disruption as the narrative excuse for laying off staff that they shouldn't have hired in the first place. The stock immediately jumped 22% because Wall Street apparently loves mass layoffs. But let's be real. This isn't about AI replacing jobs, it's about bad hiring decisions made when interest rates were zero. Well, OpenAI announced a defense contract literally the same day Anthropic got blacklisted. And here's the thing, OpenAI's terms are basically the same restrictions on paper. Mass surveillance, autonomous weapons, both supposedly prohibited. But the difference is OpenAI said yes to any lawful use, which basically means if the Pentagon's lawyers say it's legal, it's fair game. Anthropic said absolutely not, hard stop. This is going to reshape how the military gets AI. And honestly, it's not a great precedent. We're watching the government effectively punish a company for having stronger ethical standards than its competitor. That's the opposite of how you incentivize responsible AI development. Anthropic just revealed that Chinese AI labs, DeepSeek, Moonshot, and Minimax launched coordinated attacks using over 24,000 fake accounts to basically extract Claude's intelligence. They ran 16 million queries trying to steal how Claude reasons, uses tools, and writes code. This is model distillation at industrial scale. They're essentially using Claude to train competing systems. Anthropic is pointing to this as evidence for why chip export controls matter. But here's the real talk. This is going to keep happening. Once you release a powerful AI model, controlling how it's used is basically impossible. You can try to rate limit, you can detect patterns, but determined actors with resources will find workarounds. Pentagon's AI budget just jumped 7x to $13.4 billion. That's bigger than Anthropic's entire revenue. And here's the economic reality check. This is going to reshape the entire AI industry. Historically, when defense spending consolidates around certain vendors, you get lock-in, security clearances, infrastructure dependencies, contracts that are impossible to switch out of. We might be watching the same consolidation pattern that happened with defense contractors in the 1990s, except it's happening at lightning speed with AI labs instead of traditional defense companies. Within 5 years, the winners in AI could be determined entirely by who captured the Pentagon, not by who built better technology. Well, that's today's absolutely bonkers AI news. We've got autonomous attacks, government blacklists, massive defense spending, and somehow the AI industry is managing to be even messier than usual. If you want more of this chaos explained in a way that actually makes sense, hit that subscribe button. Tomorrow we're probably going to need a bigger script. Peace out.